How much further?
One thing I wish I could have done with Lefty's scenes post-production was I actually have multiple sets of Lefty eyes, and I really wish I could have swapped out Lefty's yellow eyes with red eyes as if he was sunburnt.
That would have been good. That would have been pretty funny, actually.
Who knows, I might bring
Just
that
add,
up.
like, you just add like a sizzle above him.
Yeah.
It's like, you just draw little cracks on his eyes, so he's not slept in like 2 weeks either.
Yeah, I've done paper prosthetics for Lefty in the past, so that could happen again.
That would be pretty funny, I think.
Wear like a red glove.
Yes.
We'll get there when we get there.
Gosh, it's roasting. Why couldn't we get more water from that pond back there?
That was brine water. Only the squelchers can tolerate it. Sadly, you can't.
I can't stand this heat. My power's drained.
So yep, that's further explanation for why Malcolm's not using his magic just yet.
I need... Huh? Water! Make way!
Malcolm, freeze!
Why?
That sound effect of him galloping, that was just me tapping my fingers against my desk.
I just realised that.
So yeah, just me going...
I initially, with this water thing, I thought I was going to do the usual mirage trick where he keeps getting further away as he gets closer.
That's
But
exactly
you didn't
what I
that one.
thought.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a mirage.
Yeah, but as the chapter will explain now...
I'm guessing this is brine water too?
That's not an oasis. That's a no-rock worm.
It's a Narok worm. I honestly wanted this shot of just the view of the worm's mouth to be a jump scare.
Question, were you inspired by the movie Dune for these worms?
I actually didn't want to rely on them because I wanted to prove I wasn't relying on other things just to make everything in this chapter. So yeah.
That's inspiration. I thought it was like the Sarlacc when I first saw it. So I was like,
Now, my idea for the Narok worms is that they are a pretty sinister ambush predator. Like, they offer up a pool of water for anyone who might be thirsty, and then just when they step on their jaws, they just snap shut and devour them. Like, for instance, what you might be seeing as trees and plants on the Narok's jaws, I like imagining like they're just extensions of its mouth, like they might be tongues or uvulas, etc. Just something to help grab their prey and shove them into the mouth.
this is another example of really good creativity that you put in this.
Yes.
They eat whatever takes 10 steps onto their jaws. And you've already taken 8 steps drained of magic.
Malcolm, don't move! I have to say about this bit, because this bit kind of made me chuckle, just because it's like, it's just how specific they were in a life and death situation. I know it was meant to be a tense scene, but it's like how he goes, each step it takes 10 steps in, and you've already taken 8 steps. Like, it was like the time they took the time to count how many steps Malcolm stepped in and sold him. Like, I thought that was quite funny. It was like, but it was just something I thought was quite funny.
Yeah, when I actually did the sound effects for him galloping and that shot of his legs came into view, I had to make sure that there had to be 8 steps from the galloping noise, so I had to time it right just so you know that he's already taken 8 steps onto the jaw of the Narok.
That's a cool detail. I liked what you thought about that.
Yeah. this was yet another shot I was really proud of Shatterback emerging from the dust. Once again, I kind of wanted this to be jump scary, like when, for instance, in Predator, when it cuts to, you see like the shot of like the forest, and all of a sudden you see Predator's visor. Like I kind of wanted it to be somewhat like that.
This was part of a clip that you gave us as a sneak peek where he leaps through the air and grabs Malcolm and shoves him out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, it's that bit.
Yeah. Once again, I've used Photoshop to its full potential to get Shatterback and that dust cloud rolling, because that's once again a screen recording of a slideshow. So yeah. So yes, Malcolm's been pushed out of the way and the Narok has unearthed itself. So yep, that of course was that tiny piece of footage I showed in the teaser. And yep, when the Narok roars and attempts to burrow back into the ground, that was actually Carnage's roar from Venom vs. Carnage.
Oh.
Yeah, it's that first one. Just that first one. That first roar Carnage does when he's revealed from that cloud of mists. That's the same one I used for the Narok in this following scene.
I didn't know that.
And that sound effect of the Narok whimpering, that was from Jumanji, where they face off against that giant carnivorous plant. Once again, I'm resourceful.
Which Jumanji? Is it the old one or the new one?
The only one, the original.
We don't count the new ones.
Yeah.
Don't eat me, please! Or even better, eat me quickly!
Now why would I eat someone I save? That's the polar opposite of rescue.
Shatterback.
So yes, Shatterback has been revealed. So yep, as Dudley brought up earlier, that of course was the Thames logo music. So yeah, for those of you who are curious, Shatterback is voiced by my dad.
Oh.
Yeah,
I
because
was wondering who did that.
yep, because I asked him to speak in a old husky voice while holding his nose, so yeah, that explains his voice.
Did a good job.
Thank you, sir. Just goes to show that I have a lot to learn.
It's great to see you again, old friend.
The years have been kind to you, Captain.
So yes, now that we've seen Shatterback, I can explain his design. Because Shatterback was heavily inspired by pangolins, because I thought they're some of the most alien-looking animals on Earth. And I sort of combined the look of a pangolin with the look of one of the mystics from the Dark Crystal. That's kind of what I imagined them to be like.
Oh. Like, definitely a wise figure.
Yeah.
As they have been kind to me.
Hang on. Why were you all the way out here? Yeah! Why, hello there, little ones.
Star Lady, you're here!
Oh.
Yes, Shatterback has grandchildren.
I was there, like, in my reaction. Yes. I didn't have much to say about it because I was just like, it's the baby drafts thing all over again. Too much cuteness.
So yeah.
Oh, it's your weakness, isn't it? Can't handle it.
Hey. I my Daleks can handle it.
Now, one thing I want to clarify here is that because they're calling her Star Lady, that's not actually meant to be her name, even though it starts with S. I imagine because this lot are from a somewhat primitive tribe, I can imagine this is how they would describe this person, like a lady from the stars, so Star Lady.
Is this the first time the grandchildren are meeting her, or is it just they've seen her for the first time?
Yeah, I imagine this is their first time meeting her, like Shatterback's told them stories about her, so yeah. So yeah,
Also,
meet Rolly and Polly. That's their names.
Who voices them?
The one on the left, Polly, she's voiced by my niece, Molly, and the one on the right, Rolly, is voiced by my nephew, Charlie. So, yeah, I had them
everybody.
yeah, I had them over at one point, and because I needed 2 young voices to voice young characters, and here we are.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Have they seen it?
Yeah, I literally showed. I went over to Molly's home just a few hours ago just to show her, and yeah, they've seen it. So yeah.
The line, I'm missing the trick here. But I'm getting the line where he says, when he goes, "Years have been kind to you, Captain." I don't know what it's referencing, but I get the vibe. I feel like I've heard a line like that from something.
Yeah, to be honest, I can't quite remember where I got that line from. I think I've reworded it from something, but it's just his way of saying, "Oh, even after so many years, you still look beautiful," you know?
Yeah.